Professor of Hudson University of USA, Professor Walter Russell Mead, says that a country should prioritize their national interests when reaching agreements with another nation. He said that the USA has no interest in establishing military bases in Sri Lanka. He made these remarks at a guest lecture held in Colombo today. The lecture was organized by Institute of National Security Studies of Sri Lanka under the patronage of Director General Dr. Asanga Abegunasekara on the theme U.S. Foreign Policy in the Age of Trump. Many ambassadors, officials from tri-forces were present for the lecture.
Constructing infrastructure that promotes economic development is a good thing. It's a good thing no matter who does it, if the development is actually economically sound. So if China wants to, contribute to development of other countries in this way, why would anybody have a problem with that? That any country should just be very, very careful and only enter into projects that make real sense based on the needs and goals of your own country. Sri Lanka first would be my advice there. And some of these projects would work, and I would say go right ahead and enjoy them. And some of the projects might not work, and then the response would be thank you for the offer, we appreciate it, but for us now this is not a good idea. That would be my basic thing there. When it comes to the sofas, these are, as I understand it, there aren't any, and I don't speak for the American government. This is one lonely professor / journal talking here. I don't actually think the U.S. has any plans for bases in Sri Lanka. No desire even for these bases. I think there have been and will be joint military operations, again, only those which the government of Sri Lanka wants to undertake. And right now what happens is every time they want to do this, there are just a lot of things. Whenever troops from country A are in country B, whether it's for a month, 100 years, or a weekend, there need to be sort of legal understandings in place, which is really what a SOFA is. And as I understand it, the goal on the American side now is that instead of having to do a new SOFA every time, a new little negotiation, okay, so like where will the Marines stay if they spend the weekend in Colombo? Every time you do that, let's just get a basic template in place. But the United States, as far as I know, has no plans for bases in Sri Lanka, and that's not the motive behind the discussion of a SOFA.
Defense Secretary retired General Shantha Kotegeda presented a memento to Professor Walter Russell Mead.